Hello VTW community, it's me again. Again, I'm trying to upload more consistently, and I did upload like a week ago, so I figured I'll aim for doing weekly videos, if not like every other day. Well, anyway, this is my top 10 matches of the year in 2023. This was requested by VTW roster member Chase Wakefield to do like top 10 matches of the year in every season of VTW so far. So I'm doing specifically versus the world seasons. So 2023 through 2024, since I've already done 2025. So nevertheless, let's get to the video. Match on the list goes to Nikki Chooch versus ASAP at VTW Christmas Chaos in obviously the year of 2023. This was a pretty good match. I remember ASAP very briefly in VTW. He wasn't a very long member of the roster, but he always put on some good matches. One of the best technical wrestlers I've seen that never made it to like WWE or anything, so I'm very impressed by that. But anyway, this was a pretty good match. Both are pretty consistent competitors, and I hope to see matches like this to come soon. The next match on this list goes to Aaron Jones versus Asher Christ at VTW. Insert name here. I keep wanting to say the year, but this is obviously in the year of 2023. Anyway, this was another really good match. It's sad that Asher Christ is now retired from wrestling. He was genuinely a good talent. But luckily, Aaron is still going, and I mean, I think he's gonna win a VTW Mania, but you never know. But that's off topic. Nevertheless, this match was pretty damn good, to say the least. Next on this list goes to D-Lock versus Xstatic at the Avery Hoke Memorial pay-per-view in the Avery Hoke Memorial Tournament, which according to Xstatic is the tournament for VTW. It's probably as important as the Reunion Rumble, and it's probably like the second most important pay-per-view besides Mania, which that's just what I'm getting from Xstatic. Maybe it's not that important, but just in case it is, I'm glad I said it. But anyway, this was one hell of a match. In my opinion, two of the most consistent wrestlers in terms of skills in VTW. I mean, D-Lock just shows up and delivers. Xstatic does the same thing. And I'm not just saying this because I'm his biggest fan. I just genuinely believe these two create magic in the ring almost every time. Coming in at number 7, it's the inaugural versus the World YouTube Championship match at Pot of Gold. This was a 6-man ladder match, I want to say. It included some good star talent like Zakk Sander, who I miss very much. Hopefully he comes back to VTW soon. But also names like Nikki Chooch, and I mean, that's just off the top of my head. Jacob Ryan too. This match was a lot of the things a ladder match is supposed to be to me. Just intense spots, good wrestling, and a deserving winner. Like, that's the best way I can put it. This was just a banger. I hate using that word because it's so overused, but I think it fits in this scenario. Okay, concluding the first half of this list is Tyler Aiken versus Aaron Jones at I forget the name of this pay-per-view, but y'all know what I'm talking about when I show the picture on this. This was another great match. Like, the original 4 of VTW have like unreal chemistry in the ring, whether it's 2 of them, 3 of them, or all 4 of them facing in a match. They always create magic, which is, you know, bound to happen when they've known each other for like years at this point. So definitely a great match, and yeah, that's all I gotta say for this match. So coming in at number 5, we have D-Lock versus Zach Daniels at Beach Break. Now, when I say that these two created like the best matches together, I'm not kidding. Like, if you're a wrestling fan watching this, definitely check out VTW. I'm not just saying this because it's a VTW video. I'm like saying like VTW has put on some really good matches, and they still put on some good matches, so definitely check them out. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Jacob Bryan versus Asher Christ at VTW Halloween Hangover. This was a great match between two powerhouses. I think one of the best VTW YouTube title matches that there's ever been. Jacob Bryan was a pretty solid YouTube champion in general, and so was Asher Christ. So, I want to say that Asher Christ is the longest reigning YouTube champion. By the way, I've kept track of the amount of days most of the champions held their titles, which is why I requested back then for a complete history of the VTW championships. But if that's going to be difficult for VTW, then I don't want to put them through that. But I do have most of the champions down, and I could make a history video of them down the line. Now, coming in at the number 3 spot, we have D-Lock defending his world championship against Xstatic and Aaron Jones at VTW Christmas Chaos. This was one hell of a match. 3 very consistent performers. I know I used the word consistent a lot, but bear with me. Anyway, yeah, just a really good match, and I don't want to spoil much about it, so definitely check it out. It's really easy to find. Just look up the VTW channel, click on the channel, go to videos, scroll to the 2023 videos, and it's right there. So coming in at second place, we have D-Lock versus Yankee TDM at VTW Halloween Hangover. This match was really good. I mean, just really good. Like, check it out if you can. I'm probably going to say that about all the matches on this list because I genuinely mean it. Like, I've definitely missed out a lot on VTW. I only just now got back into it like a couple months ago. Maybe a little more than that, but yeah, I only just now got back into VTW, and like, I'm convinced that there's certain wrestlers on VTW that have probably never had an off day since the Ring era started. And now coming in at the number 1 spot, by far the match of the year in VTW in the year 2023, is D-Lock versus Zakk Daniels for the world title at what I believe was Yard Days. This match was just magic, like, physically, and like, I don't remember too much about it, so I wouldn't say emotionally, at least not confidently, but it was a good match. Like, D-Lock is one of those wrestlers I'm convinced has never had an off day. Zakk Daniels is one of those wrestlers I can say at least rarely has an off day. Like, I don't really think there's a better wrestler between the two. I feel like every VTW wrestler is good in their own way. So I think some days, like, a few of them will stand out more than the other few of them, but still, like, overall, this was a great year for VTW, and I definitely don't regret checking it out, is what I was trying to say. So that's it for the VTW matches of the year in the year 2023. Sometime within the next week, hopefully, I'm going to be doing the same thing, but for 2024. And by the end of this year, I'm hopefully going to do the same thing, but with this year of 2025. And maybe down the line, I'll do the same thing with, like, the vintage technical wrestling era, because that was another good era for VTW. But anyway, be good people.